All right, I think we might be live. I think we're live, everybody. Hello. Oh, I see 4 people already here. I'm just going to wait until a few more get here. Be sure to comment and let me know you're here. No one's here yet. All right. Can everybody hear me? Oh, hi, Barb. Hi, Eileen. Thank you so much for being here today. I was a little nervous getting on here, but have my knitting to calm me down at the beginning. All right. So, for those of you who don't know, my name is Kait Clifford, previously known as the artist Kate Brink. And I'm here to tell you about the new stuff in store and some fun events coming up and some fun things that we have in the store for you. But as we wait for more people to come, I'm just going to talk about how excited I am about the spring. Oh, Eileen, thanks. I'm going to talk about my sweater in a few minutes. It's not quite finished yet, but I thought I could still wear it. So how about that sun today? We had that rainy day on Saturday, which was a great day to knit inside, and I am so glad the sun is out. And it's been really nice going on hikes, seeing the buds on the trees get bigger and start to open. And the houseplants that have survived the winter in my house are looking a lot happier with all the sun coming through our windows now. Let's see, what else was I going to talk about? I could talk about my sweater. So I'm wearing the Sea Glass sweater by Wool and Pine. And I will admit that it's not quite finished. I still have the cuffs on cords and needles because I am going to lengthen the ribbing for myself. But I really enjoyed this project. I really like color work, and I love putting colors together because I am trained in painting, and so doing this project really was so fun to see how different the colors look when you put them next to different colors. Hi, Linda. Hi, Marie. Oh, thanks, Barb. Yeah, I really stayed true to myself and only picked colors that I just absolutely loved. And I didn't worry about if mine wasn't going to look like anybody else's because it was going to look like mine. And I wanted to show you one of my tips on when you're working with color work and lots of color. I keep my egg crates, my plastic egg crates. And that's where I put all my little bits of wool. And I can move them around to play with the colors. Some dark colors in this one. And then I have a bunch of these at home. The egg crates are just so great for little bits. It doesn't have to be a big ball like this. It could just be a little bit. You stick it in there with another color. And I love keeping the clear plastic ones. That way when they're stored at home, I can look at the bottom and see what colors I want to pull out. And I have mine organized at home by color or by weight or by content. Rosemary didn't recognize me with my new look. Yes. So every spring, my birthday is in March. So every spring I feel like a great birthday gift for myself is a haircut. And this year I found the best salon for curly hair. Who has curly hair out there? Wavy, tight curls, loose curls, coily hair. I have curls that go from tight to loose to wavy. But I actually got a type of hair called Redot. I'm going to type it in because it's such a funny little word. Redot haircut. And it was recommended to me by somebody at a salon in Northampton who saw my hair and was like, this is too curly for me. You need to go get it cut with someone who's certified to cut curly hair. And I didn't know that was a thing. So I went to Gasoline Alley, the salon in Springfield. And I got the best haircut I've ever got in my life. I mean, it's wash and wear. I do a diffuser on it for the curls. But if you want to know more about that, we can talk all about that when we're in the store. But yeah, I feel liberated. It's got the undercut that I really like because my hair is so thick. The phone's ringing, but I'm going to let it go because I'm the only one here. I think it's going to be really good for spring, summer because I'm going to be outside a lot in the garden and I don't need that long hair anymore. Hi, Bess. All right. So, I wonder who's calling. Is anyone planting their garden? I know I am. But let's get into yarn. So one of the newest yarns that we got in the April Dream and Color Club. This is the smushy cashmere that we get 10 skeins of once a month. The color is coming out kind of light on here. The pink is much more saturated. When I, let me see if this light is making that come out more bright. When I opened up this bag, I just was like, whoa, they're waking us up. So it's a lot brighter than it looks here. And if you haven't tried one of these skeins of smushy cashmere, I realized that it's the best. It's the same it's the same content of the Serenity 20, and it's the same size, a fingering weight of this as a Serenity 20, which many of us have made that Serenity cowl out of it. And so I started one of my own out of the March skein, and I wanted to show you how these skeins show caked up, because I feel like you can just see how when they say Dream and Color Club, they really mean color, Dream and Color. It's just like all the colors you can imagine in this one. And then in this one, if you get real close, there's going to be lots of speckles, lots of variation. And I thought, wouldn't it be cool if you gave this to someone as a gift, and instead of giving that to a skein, we could cake it up and it could be like their birthday cake? I don't know. I just thought that was kind of fun. So if you want to make a new Serenity cowl out of our smushy cashmere, the patterns, we've got them available in store when you walk in, just right there. And those are free with yarn purchase. Yeah, that's a good way to use some cashmere. So I showed the egg cartons. Let's see. Oh, and I wanted to do a little review on the needles that I used to make the sleeves of my sweater. So I don't mind magic loop, and I like double pointed needles just fine, but I hadn't used the flexi flips yet, and I'm not sure if everyone has heard of these before. Somebody came in one day and asked me, do you have sock rockets? And I looked down at my feet and I was like, I don't think I have rockets on my socks. But what they were talking about was, of course, the Addi Turbo sock needles, which are a 40-inch length that you would use as a magic loop. And those have the lace tip. What's cool about the flexi flips by Skacel Knitting is that, and this is a small size, so it still looks sharp, but they have a rounded tip. Let me get the size 8 that I used on my sleeves. And you'll be able to see the much rounder tip. Yeah. So just like Linda was talking a couple weeks ago, about the difference between a lace tip and a round tip and the different times that you can use those. And so I'm a ChiaoGoo girl. I love the memory-free cord on those, but I wanted to see what would happen using these flexi flips, and I was pleasantly surprised. Like I said, I don't mind using double points, and I don't mind the magic loop, but these are a really good middle ground. They're short like the double pointed needles. They're short like the double pointed needles, but they bend like the circular needles. So you really only use 2 needles to hold the stitches, and then it comes with a 3rd needle that you knit with. And I was a little dubious at first, of course, but I love them so much that I got myself I bought myself a second pair because I wanted to do the sleeves 2 at a time. Does anyone else do their sleeves 2 at a time? I just felt like I would knit them faster if I went 2 at a time. So these flexi flips don't solve the problem of stitches falling off the end of the needle as you go round and round, especially if the needles are very full with stitches. So my little trick was to just spend $1 and get four little foam stoppers. And as I would move around the circle, I would move the stoppers so that I wouldn't lose the stitches on the end of the needle. And this was also a very good combination to be going from sleeve to sleeve and having open needles on both. So when I was done with one sleeve and ready to do the stitches on the other sleeve, I just closed up all the tips. That way when I'm flopping my sweater around doing each side, I'm not losing stitches all the time, because it happened a few times and it takes a little bit, especially on 1x1 color work, to pick up stitches. And even if it's regular stockinette, it's annoying to have to do every time. So easy fix, 25 cents a piece. I love them. I even put sharp thin needles in the top so one can protect 2 needles with stitches on them if you'd like. Anyway, so that's my little review of flexi flips. We've got several sizes all the way from a 0 up to an 8. And if you are looking for a rounded tip and maybe an alternative to magic loop or double pointed needles for small circumference knitting, I think flexi flips might be something you might want to try. All right. So Easter is coming. I don't really celebrate Easter, but easier to control laddering with those once you get used to flexi flips. Yes, Shelly, I did notice that I did not have any problems with the laddering going from side to side with the flexi flips. Oh, and Shelly, I did find that list of recommendations that I got for the hair salons that are more local. So when you're in the store again, just remind me and I'll show you that list. Okay, so I was thinking Easter's coming. Well, gifts for Easter, like anytime there's a gift, I'm like, yeah, give me a gift, give me yarn. So I got really excited and I put together an Easter basket just with some ideas of what you could put in a basket or even just give someone for Easter. So, of course, we put in the felt craft kit of the bunny and the carrot because that's so adorable. And then I put in Beatrix Potter tea. This would be a really good gift for someone who likes tea. And of course, some of the seeds. Hello, spring. April showers bring May flowers. Thanks, guys. And I put these in because these felt craft kits could be a really good activity if you're spending time with family and you have some littles in your family that maybe want to do a craft. So there's the felt craft bunny and the carrot. It's like a little sleeping bag. It's so cute. If you wanted to do something bigger, we have the birds in the birdhouse, which is sewing the felt together and then also doing all of the embroidery of the flowers. So this would be really fun for several people to work on together. And then this is just so springy. Talk about seeing more bunnies outside. How about we see more bunnies inside in felt? I think these are so cute. So cute. And you can make them all with a little different personality if you want. And if you wanted to do something a little more sophisticated and with a lot of embroidery, we have this kit, which comes with lavender in the box. French dried lavender, and you can make 4 little sachets and really do simple embroidery or challenge yourself with some more difficult embroidery. So those are some ideas for activities next weekend if you're spending time with family and with some littles. And 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 this is a fun, so we've got the egg crates with the yarn in it. And then I thought, well, what could we fit in these eggs? Because candy is great, but yarn is maybe better. So you could just put in little bits of yarn in your eggs. And I don't know, if I was getting a gift for Easter, I would love to open up. Oh, this one's not yarn. What is this? This is our newest pin. If you guys haven't seen these yet, they're pretty new to the store. But these are our soft enamel pins that we got made to look just like the sign that we've had since our first years in business. It's the wood sign that you see behind the counter. I've been wearing one on my jacket. So we have these at the store. They're $14. They've got a good heft to them, but they have 2 stoppers on the back. So there's not going to be any falling forward or falling to the side. It's going to be pretty secure to whatever you put it on. So these will be fun to go on like a tote bag. I've been putting them on the lapel of my jacket. I could have put one on there today. That's kind of pretty. Anyhow, so you could surprise somebody and put something extra in the eggs. And then if you wanted to just fill in somebody's Easter egg basket, how fun would it be to get the mini skeins? Lady Lavender, Iguana, or this one, Lilac You a Lot. Like if you're into flowers or your friend is into flowers. But there's lots of things that you can put in an Easter basket, which brings me to our newest colors of the blue-faced Leicester from Dream in Color yarn. I'm going to show you some of the new colors. This one's called Whetstone, and I really love it. It's kind of like a tie-dye. It's pink, blue, brown, and it would go really well with some other colors that we got. This one's called Leia Rose, a really nice rosy, it looks a little more saturated in person than on the screen here. And this blue-faced Leicester is going to be a really good yarn for shawls. I know Linda's making the LYS shawl from Casapinka, and she'll have that in the store when she gets back. This is one of my favorite colors. This one's called Peachy Keen. You know I love orange. So this one has bright shots of orange and maroon, and then that nice cream all throughout. Ooh, look at that color. This one, like I talked about having those kits when you hang out with the littles, this one's called Spoil the Littles. And it's a really nice seafoam green, really soft in that color. And then, so we've got this range of pinks. This is a bright, like bubblegum pink. It's called Pinky, of course. And then another couple of my favorites. This one's called Cotton Wick, but it has some really nice like lime and taupe and very like sunny kind of earthy color. This one's perfect for right now. It's called Sprout. Everything looks a little lighter on my screen, so this is more saturated. So if you go on our website and just in the search bar at the top, type in Butterfly BFL, the listing for this yarn will come up, and hopefully the color pictures that I took of the colors will give you a better idea of what they look like. But of course, we'll be here Wednesday through Saturday, and you can come see the colors yourself, because we do have coordinating colors that we already had in store. This is a really nice, really nice subtle purple. It looks so much lighter on the screen, but this is called Lavender Bloom, and it really is a really nice lavender. And then we've got Tiny Blue, which I think is such a cute name, and it looks gray on the screen, but when you come inside, it's got really subtle shifts of blue to light blue to sort of a taupey color. And then these are very on theme. This one is called Chocolate Night. So it's a really deep brown. And then this one is called Rabbit Ears. And this one is just a really true natural color. So if you wanted to give someone or give yourself a springy shawl pattern, a shawl kit, this would be a good one to do. I think I'm going to use this cotton wick color with another really dark color, probably like the chocolate night, to do the pressed flowers shawl, which is on Ravelry. Eileen, which one did you want me to save for you? I missed that comment. Hang in there with me, guys. This is a little scary to do on my own. But let's see, what else? What else did I have on my list? So we got the basket, crafts. Oh, did you all get, the pin, Eileen. Okay, I'll put one aside for you. So did you all get the free pattern for April? The free pattern for April is a cover-up that's made out of a cotton and silk. Thanks, Barb. Linda just posted this on Instagram, and she looks fabulous in it. She used the color. They don't have color names, which is a sad thing, but this is color 9, and so she used that light purple, which we have plenty more of if you really like that one. And so this cover-up is a really quick, easy lace cover-up pattern. So Linda was talking about how it's good for even if you're a beginner at lace. I know I'm still kind of at the beginner stage of lace. And so I think I'm going to make it. And guess what colors I might make it out of? Orange or green. I'm kind of leaning toward green, but maybe orange is just the best, right? If you wanted to go with something really neutral that would go with everything and would make whatever you wear underneath it, the color pop, you could go with the cream or the bright white. One of those two. You could stripe them. And then we've got a really nice, I would say maybe cornflower powder blue and a silver. It's not white, it's not gray. I mean, it's a little gray. It's a very light gray. This one just feels and looks a little sophisticated to me. I like that one. But I thought the cover-up was really cute. And when I was reading that, Linda said you could do it in a few hours because the lace pattern's easy to memorize and you're on a really big needle. You're on a size 10 needle. So if you're looking for a pattern that isn't going to take forever, isn't going to be super hot in your hands, then this cotton silk might be something to think about. This yarn is a really softly spun yarn. It kind of does a thick and thin texture to it, which just makes it more interesting to do something simple with it, like that lace cover-up. And I really love the way that the silk feels with the cotton. Cotton can be kind of dry and heavy, but the silk gives it a little bit of a sheen, and it gives it a different type of weight that I really like a comforting kind of weight, not like, oh my gosh, I'm wearing a pound of cotton on me, you know? So think about that. If you don't get the emails, be sure when you're here next time to put your email on this sign-up list by the register, and we'll try and get you on that mailing list. If you have given us your email as part of your store profile, that's only for receipts, so you're not going to get the pattern from that. So sign up there so we make sure to get that free pattern to you. So if you're thinking about doing this cover-up, again, you can go to our website, and on the search bar on the homepage, you can just type in the name of the yarn, which is spelled WINQU. And the yarn will even come up if you just type in WINQ, because I have a feeling we're just going to start calling this yarn Wink, because I'm not really sure how to pronounce it with the U at the end. Winku? Anyway, So I think I'm gonna get that orange because it would be really fun to just be able to throw that on over a tank top, a little slip dress, a bathing suit, or just wear it at home like by itself. Anyway, if the cover up is something that you're not gonna wear, not really for you, we do have 4 patterns that are written for the Winku yarn that are by the Marisol Project. This one is a really large, sort of rectangular. Oh yeah, everything is kind of better in orange, right? I mean, I could wear green underneath it, and then it would be like green and orange together. So if you were having a hard time picking colors, you can do this rectangular wrap with, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors. This is called the Cayetana Stole, and it really will show off that thick and thin texture. The other ones that we have, if you want to do a shawl, there's the Buena Wrap, which has some intermediate lace on the edge. So if you're a lace girl and you want some cotton to just throw on this spring, this is for you. And then if you wanted to get into some cabling, this is a really beautiful tank top that has really nice cables and nice ribbing and that beautiful V-neck that just flatters everybody. And the cables are already also written for the back. This is, I'd say, a little bit more challenging, but if you love cabling, this is for you. And then this one, I might make this one up also because t-shirts are awesome to just throw on. I mean, cotton t-shirts are okay, but this kind of t-shirt's gonna last longer and it feels better on my skin. She looks like she's wearing a tank top underneath, but I just might go make the V-neck a little higher and wear it by itself. But this will also it'll show you a little bit, this one shows you a little bit about how the texture comes up in this yarn. So I've been working really hard on getting our website shoppable for you all and easy to put together your projects. So on the when you're looking at the Wink yarn on the website, if you scroll down to the bottom, there's going to be links for you to go check out these patterns and look at more information about these. Sally's asking if there's a video for the dot knot stitch for the Vinca sweater. Sally, I don't know that, but I can work on that for you. And if you want to give me a call on Wednesday, if you don't find it, then we can figure that out. I haven't done the Vinca sweater, and I don't know what the dot knot stitch is. Oh, thanks, Bess. The website's coming along. Yeah. And I love the search bar. I made the search bar so you could even type in anything you want to find, even if you're not sure how to spell it, or even if you're not sure of both the words, just type in one and it should come up. And the website's a really great way to sort of brainstorm before you get in the store, because I know that it can be a little overwhelming to make decisions very quickly. That's why I like working here, because I get to make my decisions very slowly. But the website's a great way to just go get familiar, and you can even make it so that you pay online, but you pick up in store, so you don't have to pay for shipping either to go on the website. So that's just something about that. If you have any more questions, you can always ask. So let's see. Okay, mark your calendars. April 30th. What's happening on April 30th? Local Yarn Store Day is happening. So we're we're really into it this year. I designed a new set of stickers that you haven't seen and that are special just for this day. April 30th is a Saturday. I'm going to come into work even though I don't technically work on Saturdays, because it's going to be a party and I don't want to miss out. There's going to be free goodies right when you walk in the door. There's going to be activities in the store and probably outside the store too. There's going to be prizes if you finish this little surprise that we're doing. There's going to be prizes and just a really fun day to just bring your friends into town and show us some love because we love you all so much and we're here because of you. And we're trying to make this day just a celebration of having a local yarn store, having such a great community of friends and makers, and just get excited and inspired by each other. And know that this is a place that you can come and gather. Yeah, and I know that Linda's making that LYS shawl by Casapinka for that. So you'll be able to see the butterfly BFL knit up in a different shawl. Let's see. So I think that's pretty much it. You guys have been great today. I just want to let you know a little bit about the schedule coming up. So this week in the store, I'm going to be here all day Wednesday and all day Friday. Thursdays and Saturdays, Adrian's going to be helping out. And if you're a crocheter, come in on Saturdays because that's when we have Dahlia working, and she's a fabulous crocheter. And this is important. We'll be posting about it, but there's not going to be a live next Monday. No live next Monday. It's going to be a break. It's going to be a day off for the entire team. The name of the Mirasol shawl in Wink, Bess, is called Buena Wrap. Let me type it in. Buena Wrap. Yep. So we really hope you enjoy your Easter next weekend. Maybe you get to spend some time outside knitting or crocheting in this nice spring weather. Or you make those felt craft kits with some of your family. There will be a live either Tuesday the 19th or Wednesday the 20th. This is when Linda gets back in town, and she's going to want to hop on live and tell you all about her trip and show us what she's been up to. And that brings me to, I bet you all are wondering when Linda's coming back. She will be back in the store Wednesday the 20th of April. And if you are needing some help from Linda and normally come in for help sessions, we are taking a waiting list of people that are wanting to do that with Linda, just so that she will get a chance to call you back and schedule when she gets back. So that's how we're dealing with that. Does anyone else have any more questions? Yeah, I don't know. All right. So thank you for being here with me today. Thank you for being gracious and lovely and encouraging. And go knit something outside even, right? I think that's what I'm going to do. Bye.